Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've just done a pure channel update video, but Pokemon Champions is coming out in a couple of days here, like Tuesday night, Wednesday. I'm probably going to be streaming it on Wednesday morning at like 3 a.m., whenever it drops. What I want to do today is take an opportunity to just sit down and talk to you guys about the plan going into Champions, because this is a game that is going to change the entire landscape of competitive Pokemon content. And I've been someone who's been making content for like half my life almost at this point. Not really. I mean, I started when I was 15. I'm 26 now. So it's been over 10 years. And I am lucky enough that this is now my full time job. That was never the intention, actually. I went to school for physics. I'm I have a credit in the Journal of Applied Physics and Nature magazine for some stuff I did in my undergrad that I was lucky to do. But now I play Pokemon. It's a weird transition in life that I went through. And what's funny is that change to being a full-time content creator happened in the middle of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's initial release. I think I switched over to being full-time basically around Regulation D, Regulation E time when the first DLC dropped, because this was a viable job. Now, during that time, I've had my ups and downs with content creation where I don't know what I want to make, or I'm not super stoked on playing competitive Pokemon all the time. I fell in love with competitive Pokemon basically the moment I touched it. I am not someone who is overly competitive, though. I've always just had fun talking about it. I'm someone who loves sharing my ideas and opinions and teaching people about the game that I like to play. Because of that, I haven't taken competing super seriously. I have qualified and played at the World Championships before, but I've never really put in a serious amount of prep to do well at a tournament. My best finish is like 18th at Knoxville Regionals 2024, 2023. I don't remember which one. Um, and I've gotten a couple of day twos. So, with that being said, Champions is a time when everything is going to change. I want to just take a minute to explain what to expect from me going forward in terms of me competing, in terms of me making videos, in terms of just what is going to happen with this game. And honestly, like I feel like a lot of people who haven't been playing competitive Pokemon but are excited for Champions don't realize just how big of a change Champions is. So we're going to start with that. In terms of content creation, it's always been an up and down sort of cycle. It ebbs and flows. If you have been in the content creator space for Pokemon, you know that it is basically a huge boon whenever a game drops, which is very obvious. Um, when my first big burst of viewership was with the initial release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, I think I went from 100 subscribers to 1,000 in the course of a week, and then ended up at a clean 2,000 by the end of it. And then when Ultra Sun Ultra Moon came out, managed to get myself up to like 4,000. Sword and Shield jump all the way up to 10,000, 20,000, and then I slowly grew that platform up to like almost 50K when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out, and then when that dropped, I managed to hit 100K, made it my full time job, started making like edited content, scripted sort of stuff. Basically, you get these big booms at the beginning of each game release, and then it sort of teeters off. And that's because Pokemon is not a game that receives balance patches. It's not a game that used to get DLC. Now it does get DLC, but it's kind of funny that DLC is basically the only balance patch that you're going to see for a couple of months, and then you get the second DLC, and then you're done basically for forever until the next game comes out. Uh, Champions changes that. We now have a dedicated competitive platform, which is kind of nuts when you really think about it. Pokemon can get moveset buffs in random updates. Pokemon can get added. Items can get added. Moves can just go away. Items can just change how they function. Like maybe leftovers is going to heal 1/8 of your health randomly on a different patch. It basically, this is it's a live service game. For anyone who's followed content from like games like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Minecraft, any game that's like getting updated forever. Um, you know that basically instead of Pokemon's one big huge thing, then the DLC, then it goes away forever, it is up, slowly teeter, up, slowly teeters, up, slowly teeters off. That's cool. That's awesome. It's weird gonna be that I'm gonna be a Pokemon creator doing that sort of content cycle. Um, and I want to be able to take advantage of that because Champions also being a free game with consistent updates means that there's a lot more people with eyes on competitive Pokemon. And as I'm like a competitive Pokemon communicator, um, I love that. I love that the game that I'm playing for a living is about to pop off in a way that it never has before. Frankly, competitive Pokemon has always felt like an afterthought, and now it is the main course of an entire game. So, because of that, I do want to make daily battle content and like moveset guides and all that. However, that's not going to live on this channel. Most most that's not going to live on this channel. Um, this channel has been grown and has thrived due to the scripted videos that I make on topics sort of tangential to competitive Pokemon. Tier lists, talking about items. The video that's coming out tomorrow is weird items in competitive Pokemon, that sort of thing. That's where I find myself really doing my best kind of work. That being said, to have zero competitive battle content, guide sort of content on this channel is a hard throw. And I know what it's like to throw. I play Pokemon for a living. What I want to do basically is the battle content that I make daily will live on a second channel, which is collabed on this video. I have had this second channel for a long time and I've uploaded daily there in spurts. Like there's months where I upload like twice a day and months where I upload like twice a month. It's collabed on this video if you want to go subscribe there, because when Champions drops 2 videos a day over there, minimum moveset guides, everything, that's where I'm making all the daily grind content. But some of that will make its way onto this channel to ensure this channel's health and growth, because I really love that I can make that now. That being said, I want to make sure I put the same effort into those videos that you expect from the main channel videos that I've been doing, from like my tier lists that I dropped last week on the Alolan forums and like other regional stuff. That was like a great example of the type of video that I like to make. That's going to be more the style of competitive content I plan to make on my main channel. So basically, when Champions drops, we are going to be getting more content on this channel that you might have not been used to, but you're not going to lose any of the content that you probably subscribed for. You're still going to get those topic videos. You're still going to get all that. It'll be a little bit more related to Champions at times. Like I do plan on ranking the Pokemon in Champions. Obviously, like that's like a free one, right? But there will be battle content. It'll be a weekly showcase of a team that I really enjoy, that I've made, that I put a lot of thought and effort to. Basically, instead of giving you a team every single day like I do in the other channel, I'm going to give you the best team that I can think of, battle with it, edit down the video, give insightful commentary, cut out all of the nothingness in the video and make it a good watching experience. I'm trying to find the best way to edit that down. So that's going to make its way onto the main channel. As far as like a schedule, it's looking like Monday is going to be what you're used to, the usual stuff, the ranking videos, the discussion of weird things in competitive Pokemon. The Wednesday video will be that showcase that I'm talking about of a team that I'm very proud of and almost a guide on how to play it. The Friday video, there's going to be 3 videos a week. The Friday video is sort of a 50-50. If I play in a tournament, and I'm going to be playing in a lot of tournaments now that Champions coming out, because that's another update I'm going to be giving in a second here. I want to edit down my tournament runs, give like a nice scripted discussion of like the plays that I made, that sort of thing, and upload it as a long video for Friday. Those don't take a lot of effort to edit compared to other videos in my experience, because I have done them before. So that's gonna be like a Friday video, right? So there will be battle content, but I'm not gonna play in a tournament every week and make that sort of video every single week, because that's just not realistic. I know this is my job, but like I also need a social life. I have a girlfriend, I have cats to take care of, I have, you know, a home to clean. There's a lot to do. And I want to go out and like hang out with my friends. Work-life balance when you're a full-time YouTuber is weird. I talk about that a lot. And I don't want champions to absolutely throttle my capacity to be functioning in society and like leave my house and not just be making videos all the time. So instead of playing in tournaments every single week, that Friday video might be like a shorter discussion video, almost like if the Monday video is 30 minutes worth of whatever I want to talk about, the Friday video is going to be 10, 12, 15 minutes of whatever I want to talk about, more niche topic. So basically what I'm trying to say is, oh boy, 2 cakes. You're still getting what you want on this channel, but there's going to be more. You get a second cake, a third cake even, if we're counting the other video. But what I also want to talk about is how important this is to me that I do this right and why I want to give this update to everybody. I have been making content full-time for almost 3 years. And during that time, the closest thing I got to a major competitive Pokemon game release was the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. Did give me a big boost when I first started making content full-time. But this is a lot different. This is a huge influx of players checking out a free-to-play game that is live service that will be getting lots of updates that will frankly expand the content space immensely. I think that this is the biggest deal for competitive Pokemon that we've ever had. This is the biggest deal. And with that, I basically just want to make sure I do this right. This is the first time that being a full-time creator and a major game release has intersected for me. So I'm doing my best not to burn myself out. And I'm lucky that I have the help of my editors, Liv, Micah, my thumbnail artist, Eugen, to all help me out with making sure I can put out quality content. This means shorts, uploading on every day that I don't upload the Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. This means that I'm going to be live streaming Monday through Friday on 3 platforms, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. I've been streaming a lot more lately. With Champions, I have a game that I really want to stream and play every day. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited to triple stream. So I'm basically just taking it seriously. And I wanted you all to know what to expect going forward. I don't think I should burn myself out with this game. I think that I might come close a few times and maybe you'll see me fumble the schedule here and there. But I am taking this very seriously. This is just an update on how Champions is changing everything. Like, this is really important. My content has to change with the game that I'm playing changing. So yeah, making sure I'm not missing anything on my notes, explain how this is changing the outlook of competitive Pokemon, blah, blah, blah. Talk about the type of content I'm making, full-time content creator spiel. Yeah, no, I guess that's it. I don't want to get my hopes up. I've been super nervous for this the past couple of weeks, and I've been preparing. Matter of fact, I've been changing my thumbnails. Look at this. You ready? Where's my display? Oh, well, my thing just broke. Here we go. This is a thumbnail that I'm going to be putting on my second channel. Workshop that. Looks kind of cool, right? Pretty cool. But what about this other thumbnail that I workshop? Now, this one's crazy. You ready for this? The framing on this one, I'm quite proud of this. You ready? Bam. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good if I do say so myself. So, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to share that. Content. There's 2 cakes now. You're getting 2 cakes. Thank you all for watching. I don't expect a ton of people to watch this one, but in case people are wondering what changed with content, technically nothing. I'm just doing more. 2 cakes. I'm just going to keep repeating that. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. And also, this is going to be a great time to collab. Expect collabs with Scraw. Expect collabs with anyone in the space that I'm friends with. There are so many people who are going to be making content in the next couple of months that I just want to make sure that I'm not lost in the noise of it all. So I have to move with it. But yeah, just a quick update for you. New video tomorrow. And Champions, Wednesday night, Wednesday morning, technically. So I'll see you all there. Goodbye.